This is today's live on Equa Television International. We are so glad that you could join us on today's edition of the program. And as always, we're here to discuss a very important topic that affects today's life. What crafts do you have? What do your hands find doing? What job, what career have you built for yourself? Today we are going to be talking about being vocal with your craft. Until you are vocal, until you are outspoken about what you do, then it will not go anywhere. But join this conversation, being vocal with your craft. My name is Joyce Jakada. I'm not doing this alone. I have engineer Tony J. Nakali.
As always.
Good morning. Prudence is here looking elegant.
As always.
You're learning well, though, from these states that accommodated you. Sambo Solomon, hi, how are you doing today?
I'm
fine.
Reverend Professor. This one is honorary. You know, I don't even understand how Sambo Solomon started this year on Ikam. You know, when he's about to give his own nugget.
Pedestal.
Yeah, he'll be like, beautiful. It's
You're
another.
beautiful. I said, that's it. They take it.
Don't that's sugar goody. Okay, this is today's live. On
Proud,
You still
proud
love her,
one,
you still
proud
love
one.
her, you
Yes,
still love
yes. Nothing changed.
I'm your sister in the Lord.
Yeah,
There's
sure,
nothing you can do
sure.
Don't worry,
about
we have
you.
like,
know
we
that
have
now,
like
Joyce.
58 minutes to the show. Payback, please. We have like 58 minutes.
yes.
Let's go ahead.
I
let's
mean,
go
come to the taxi, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, one
It
man,
wasn't a genuine.
one man standing but on Christ the solid rock, as always, unshakable.
Okay.
You know how
Okay, Joyce.
engineer Tony will always say,
No problem.
I have thick skin, I have developed. I'm learning from the best, I'm telling you. Let's talk about your craft. My craft. No, now you will not come for me today. I thought we have settled. This is
Did
2024.
I say anything?
Okay. So
Okay, before you people are fighting.
how you people used to gang up against me on this set.
We're not aware of what you're talking about. So.
Wow. Betrayers.
I thought I'm a mediator here. I didn't know that I'm part of the.
You like this. I cannot even trust you. I want to start
And
from-
you're on the show with him.
How-
And you put your chair next to him.
because I'm trusting God that there will be
On the original script, this is
Wow.
this is the anchor of the show today, but you begged her that you want to sit next to Solo. What's the topic of the show?
being vocal about your craft.
Who selected this topic? The topics these days are very anti-people. We have been attacking people from first of
January. We need to get it right this
It's a good
2024.
cause.
Yeah,
It's a
yes,
good cause.
yes.
And you see, when the Bible says, "How can the building stand when the foundation is shaking?" And we are not like we rightly established the first week of the year. We said resolutions are not things people should consider. But if you are not considering resolutions, there are steps you should consider, because the beginning of the year is like a foundation. You know, it's like a foundation. If you got things wrong last year, this is a new year. How do I get things right this year? And getting things right is not for me. It's not for you. It's for yourself who wants to get it right. And if you see a building that is not standing well, if you want to correct how that building stands, you have to go back to how the ground was dug, how the formation came about, because that's where the problem is. So this is still a foundation period for 2024. And if it's a foundation period for 2024, you need to get it right. Let's say now to the end of the month, so that you start using February 1st to make every path straight for 2024. There are people who say, I have a platform that has 5,000 followers. I have a platform that has 3,000 followers. I have a platform that is 10,000 followers. I have a platform that is 100,000 followers. Yet, your hustle is still epileptic. People don't know, just by having multiple people on the platforms. In fact, some people follow you for the fun of it, not that they believe what you are doing. So, this time where we live, these times that we're living, a lot of things have become easy for entrepreneurs to be able to let people know this is what they are into. But just posting a shoe on your platform does not advertise the shoe automatically. I need certain more information. I need to know what is the shoe made of, what animal skin is that, how much is it going, why is it better than all the ones I have. If the price is 3 times the ones I have, why should I invest in this? Okay, because it's lasting 10 years at least. And you know, a lot of things you have to say, and you need to be consistent. That is what is missing in most cases. You see somebody coming to tell you, I sell shirts, and then they post very nice shirts, and then the next thing they are talking, the next thing they are posting a different thing, the next thing. Be focused on your trade. There is a girl that I cherish so much in this platform. I was talking to some people about her at Abuja, and everybody said, yeah, I know her. In fact, as a matter of fact, somebody said she helps me with my business, that I do business with her. I saw her something very unlike me, to follow people. I need to follow purposeful people.
Yes.
When I saw her, every day I see her posting her hustle. She's into foodstuff selling. Every day I see her posting her hustle. Every day I see her posting her hustle. Every day. When you go on our platform, you see her posting how that she is tying bags of rice, bags of corn, bags of different foodstuff loaded in a bus. And then you see her and one driver and somebody else like choked in the front of that vehicle. It's either she's at this market or this market or this market consistently, Joyce. And when I say consistently, I mean consistently. I was curious. Then I started following her. I dropped her a message one time. I said, you inspire me. It's difficult for me to get inspired though. I'm telling you. But I told her, I said, you inspire me. And I wish other young girls can look at what you do and want to do that. Sir, her job looks dirty. But you need to see her when she's glamoring. You need to see her. Yeah, she has everything people have. One time she posted that that rain dealt with her something. And we were discussing it, and the man who knows her told me, forget it, she has a car. But you see, some people look on certain businesses with disdain. Like, I can't go into this business. There is no business that is more lucrative. Yes, there's no business that is more lucrative than that of food, because you eat it, whether you steal it to eat it or you buy it to eat it. People must eat, and everybody you see eats. You see people tell you they are not food freaks. Do you eat? Yes. Leave the freak parts, alone. But do you eat? Yes. There are people that have a pair of jeans and 2 t-shirts. They are okay for the rest of the year, but you can't do that with food. So she identified a hustle. She has a logo. The logo is always up. She's always making posts. She's having this, she's having that, she's selling this, she's selling that. Every now and then. Look at the consistency on today's life. Look at the consistency of the person selling stuff to you. Look at the consistency. It pays off. But like it was Joyce that was saying yesterday that we hate the process or something. She talked about the process, But how can I have a hustle and I'm ashamed to be vocal about it? Your platform should be all about your hustle. And the mistake that people are making, is that be this and don't be anything else. No. God did not create anybody to be like that. Because God is not limited in his thinking. Once in a while you want to make some hair. Once in a while you want to do some nails. Once in a while you want to present on TV. Once in a while you want to sell stuff. Once in a while you want to do this. Once in a while I'm into this, I'm into that. Once in a while, and it doesn't even look like people are fulfilled or time is being taken to do the other things. But the people do it. See, that's proper time management. But you know what? Meet every young person today and ask them, what are you into? They have something to tell you they are into, but their attention is more on something else. How can you make it, sir?
The world has set standard for what you should do and what you should not do. People are following trends. People are watching movies and wanting the movies to set standards for them. That's why somebody is feeling that this trade, this occupation, this career is better than this one. But you see, whatever you do and you're not vocal about it, you're not spoken, you're not proud of what you do, you will not make it.
The movies you are watching is somebody being vocal about his
His
trade.
own trade, his own
yes.
hustle.
That is it.
Recently, there's
Whatever it is.
there's an actress, a producer that is almost everywhere. Why? Because her movie
Hit a billion naira.
You understand? So what are you doing about it? Do you know she has not stopped promotion of that particular movie? She's still on it. Like daily, it is almost even a child, when you ask about it, he knows that there's something about
Do
that.
you not know, Joyce, that right now there are young people that when they hit that amount, you will not see them
They have
anymore.
made it already. That's all.
Next thing
But
they start
let me
thinking of how
tell
to
you
get
something.
private jet.
Do you know how much is a billion naira? It's $100 million. And then you hear, yes, sir. You hear that the people who are in charge of businesses like that, that's how much they pay an artist to come and shoot. No, you need to understand. So why would you fold your arms after hitting a billion? That billion is naira.
You crash.
Somebody was telling me that a musician in Nigeria has started charging for going out, a gospel musician going out for events in dollars. I said, that's because she's now international. You have to. One time, I think it was Joyce on set that said, you have to act local and think global, or something like that. You know, acting local, thinking global. So if we sit down and see every milestone as an achievement that should relax our pace, we are going to lose it. Because right now, Funke will never sit down and think she wants to do another production that will give her 500 million. No. For now, the average is 1 billion.
Yeah.
And that's how you make it. I don't even think that movie has hit cinemas abroad. I think it's a Netflix production or so. You understand, sir? People must be intentional. And there are people with crazy ideas. Young people, when you see people saying things, there are pages on Instagram today when you go to, they don't have anything to say about their personal lives. Who's buying you? Nobody's buying you. We want to buy what you are selling, except you are selling yourself. Of course, yesterday I was telling a friend of mine, I said, sir,
For how long?
do you know what I saw on Facebook? A neighbor of mine who I've not seen for like 2 years, I saw her posting on Facebook how that she's proudly a prostitute now with her fees. Yes, sir. That post got her, I think, about 4,900 or 4,700 comments. And she said DM for phone number. Her account was not hacked. Nothing. Because out of curiosity, I clicked on her page to see the rest of the post. And it has been this way or that way. She will post a picture of a hotel. And she was like going in, like, this is where it's happening now. The next thing, she's been consistent. She does selfie videos and she shows her body and she tells you, this one is this price. This one is this price. Somebody I know personally in my area. I haven't seen her for 2 years. She absconded. So she absconded to go and start a business. And look at how proud she is about the business. Now she's letting people know. And people are patronizing. So I go and tell people that you are selling Bibles online and see how many people will comment. That is it. I have noticed in recent times, anything you post about church, it doesn't have comments, follows, likes, shares. It does not. It tells you the kind of world you are in. So we have to double our efforts in this trade to know what to do. Do you know that there are Christian organizations that are sanctioning pastors from having businesses outside the pastoral calling? I'm wondering why. Why should a pastor, yes, he's full-time. But these days, you hear pastors doing all types of atrocities to get money. When you hear that a pastor has messed up, Mostly, he wants to get money. Pastors are into what do you call this? This financial.
Is it crypto or Bitcoin?
Yes, no, they let you know that if you bring 10,000, you can get 25,000 in 4 days, and then yes, all these money investments thing. A lot of pastors sank, their ministry sank because of that. You know why? Because he's quiet and he doesn't take your time. But I don't see anything wrong with pastors having poultries, pastors having bookshops, pastors having things that will not fight what they believe as business.
True.
The Bible talks about financial independence. Thessalonians, Paul was talking. He says, like I've instructed you, he said, walk with your own hands so that you can win the respect of outsiders. How much is the pulpit paying? You have children to send to school. You have wife to take care of. As a matter of fact, if you have no pastorium, you have to rent a place. If you are just graduating as a pastor, you have to find source of livelihood before someone employs you. So I don't think everybody should rely on one source of income. I don't buy into that thought. Because even God, when he put Adam and Eve in the garden, there were 4 streams.
And I think for the example you gave concerning the pastors, I think some organizations like ministry, they just want to create check and balance in a situation whereby maybe the side craft or whatever you do extra to get money to take away your attention of the main purpose of the calling.
Okay,
But
so
I think that was why he said that as far as it doesn't fight the ministry.
yes, and also I have a question to ask whoever is thinking that way. The distraction from the other business and the distraction from poverty, which one do you prefer? And which one makes you do worst?
Yeah. A good question. I was trying to drop my point, because we create balance here, like you rightly said. What he said, as long as that particular
Sir,
thing
is
didn't
there
take
any
your
pastor?
attention. But
Is there any pastor, high-leveled pastor, you know that is not into business?
no.
So why are the other pastors deprived? I'm not talking about our ministry now. I'm talking generally.
General.
Yes.
No,
So
no,
why
ministry.
are other pastors deprived? Why is it okay for the pastor big up there? It's okay that you can do business because you have reached a level of maturity. You do not mess with your idea of what ministry is and what business is. So why do you think the other small pastor is not thinking that way?
Well,
Is writing book not a business?
It is.
it is.
I think
That is why I said look for a business that is in line with what
With
you
what you
believe.
do.
Go to some of these rural areas and see the amazing farmlands that some of these pastors have, and they sell the crops from it. So you can't rely on one stream of income, for example, because you see the distraction from poverty, for example, and that's why we keep emphasizing you have to fashion. Now, this is not just about ministers, but everybody. Today's life, we all live in today's life. Unless you fashion different streams of income. If you have one that is paying your bills like excellently, fine, you can put all your focus on it. But the point here is that when your name is mentioned, what comes to people's mind? That is being vocal about your craft. There are a lot of people that when we call their name, it is not the physical them that you see. It is what they do you see. Why? Because day and night they are consistent about their hustle. When they wake up in the morning, even if they don't have a product to post, they do a write-up about what they sell. So if you have a business, if you have a hustle, if you have a job, you have a career, you should not be silent about it. We are talking about how that when you talk about negative things, these are things that make news. When you are into bad things, these are things that people, when you post, people just comment. Why is it that when I post the scripture, when I talk about God, my people don't? Because even the people that claim to believe in it are not interested in it. There are people, let's use
That's
ours
true.
for
That's
example.
true. That's true.
You're on this show, you don't even believe in it, then how do you expect other people out there to believe in it? So you see, people do things that themselves they don't believe in it. Nobody, if you are not vocal about it, then you can't convince me to be part of it. And the hypocrisy around some of these things we do. A circular comedian or an artist will make a post. Everybody wants to identify with him. But when the one that concerns your own belief make a post, you are against that person. You are criticizing.
Joyce,
but
look
when
at
another
it, look
person
at
that
it
does
this
not
way.
know you,
Look at it this way. People have criticized Equa Television for certain kinds of content, not minding the doctrines of Equa and what we believe, right? But a conference that involves everybody in Equa is not a content. It's not a content. It's an event of Equa. And we are above 10 million in terms of membership. How many of Equa sons and daughters are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of that? Have we ever hit 1 million from our post?
believe.
Have we ever hit 200,000? I think we have, but
Yes,
you understand?
yes.
I think we have hit
Three,
200,
three.
300,
Yeah,
300,000. Okay,
I think
300,000
about 400 in one of the
Event.
in one of the
Yeah,
events.
yeah.
Okay, so what is 400 compared to 10 million? Not even a tenth of it. So it goes to say that as the owner of the business, be vocal about it.
True.
Mm.
True.
Be vocal about it. You cannot have me being vocal about anything more than Equa Television. You can't.
Let me just give you a clear instance. There was a time that a secular musician got pregnant. It will amaze you to see the people that were posting her and being proud of how she was looking so beautiful. But in your own sister in the village, or even in your own house, God, you are the one that is criticizing.
People idolize people for
so
several
you see,
reasons.
so when you go
This
on
same
social
person
media,
that
the
I
same
guess,
thing.
this same person that I guess you are talking about, there was a time that it was rumored that her husband cheated. Within 2 minutes, the post got 4 million views.
Who are
From
the 4 million
from
people?
different bloggers. The same people that liked the wife when she got pregnant.
Mm.
You see, sir, sometimes we get discouraged because you posted something and then people did not comment.
And you stop.
There's something you forget. I don't look at who the reactions I get from my post. I look at the reach. How many people did it reach?
Mm.
In fact,
Sometimes-
Facebook will tell you.
Yes. Sometimes you see at the end of the week, Facebook, 7 days, I think, or so, they will tell you that this post has reached 25,000 people. And that's all I want. I don't care who commented or who. You don't have to comment for me to know that you have seen it.
You don't even wait for people's comments and likes or reaction to be vocal about what you do. So whether they like or they comment, they have seen it. So keep posting,
And-
keep being vocal about that thing that
Exactly.
you do. And then there's no business or there's no hustle that is superior to another as far as it is legitimate. Don't let anybody look down on what you do, what feeds you, what clothes you, what shelter you.
Even though I
Don't-
like
And
to,
I
I like
was-
to call the attention of ladies that all of you must not do the same business. Because everybody wants to either
Everybody
sell
needs
lipstick,
Bag.
hair,
Everybody's
and,
saying cakes.
you understand? Yes, you are selling the same things. So I'm wondering who will buy. But I think that some other ladies should be a little more innovative. Every girl now you see, except Prudence, but every girl you see now, she has about 5-6 hairs. She has different kinds of wigs and all that. Try to do a bag for the wigs.
a
Some-
hanger.
Yes, something with holes so that it can breathe. Sometimes when they come near you, man, you know, try to do something that they can keep. Like you have a shoe rack, a shoe drawer, a shoe this. Try to do things like that. Try to make some while they are buying it. There is a place to keep it.
To keep it.
You know, I think it's better than jumping into because either they want to sell bags, they want to sell, and I know
It's
that
always trends.
yes,
Trend, yeah.
you identify with a business. Identify when you are thinking that this business will not train after 5 years. There are people that will still patronize. Like I know I have very poor choice of fashion. I don't look like what is happening every year. I don't care if I carry trouser, carry shirt, carry everything and wear, and it's worn on me. I'm out. You understand? I don't care even if the colors don't match. So people that are watching. So, but you see, there are people that will tell you this black has to go with this purple and has to go with this green top, and I need to have a hat on it and all that. No, it's not me. I have never. I can't remember that tomorrow I'm going somewhere Then I say today, let me start putting what I'm wearing. No, it's tomorrow when after I have showered. That's when I start looking for, okay, they have not ironed this one. Bring iron for me. I wear it and I go. But some people are not like that. And in every, like Joyce was trying to mention earlier, in every situation you have, there is a business idea there. You just need to look within. There's a business idea. Why are you angry that you didn't get the construction work when you can take ice block and cold water to sell to the people doing
That
the
got the
construction?
job.
There's yesterday I said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade with it. You understand? So just think, you applied for a job where they are building, and then they say, no, we have exhausted our list. Say, okay, you are starting tomorrow. Okay, I'm bringing something to sell. Either way, and chances are that you might even make much more money at ease, because they are the ones laboring and they need to.
You just look for somewhere and sit down.
You understand? You
They
can
need to
bring
refuel.
gloves. You can bring gloves. You know that these days there are people who rely on other people's businesses to do business.
Yes. Yes.
All these people that are selling phone chargers, accessories on the on traffic, they don't have money to invest in such things. They go to a phone store, you have a guarantor, then they give you a list of things. This one is 200, this one is 400, this one is 600. And then they give it to you. They put 50 naira, 100 naira, 200, and then they come back and then they give you your main money, and then they have theirs. Go to Abuja and see. They don't have money to invest in all of these things.
That's why I always say there's no excuse for failure.
There's no.
There's no excuse. See, even in times like this where people say things are hard, things are difficult, there are people that are making money per hour, per second. There are people that are sitting down, money is just dropping in
Joyce,
their account.
there is a Japanese saying. I heard that saying, I think since when I was in secondary school. Somebody said it and I kept it in my head. He said, when you blame others, you have a long way to go. When you blame yourself, you have 50% you are 50% on the journey. When you blame nobody, then you have arrived. It's a Japanese saying. That when you blame others, you have a long way to go. When you blame yourself, you say you are halfway the journey. But when you blame nobody, you have arrived. So you cannot sit down and say, this government, the best thing is to go back to Europe. But we are seeing hope. We are seeing hope. Let me not sound.
You know what I just keep thinking is that a lot of us want to do something that people have pictured as the best way to get money. So you're approaching your vocation, your craft, whatever it is, you're approaching it with the attitude that, okay, so if Joyce will see me in this light, then I'm doing the right thing. But that's not what you should be doing. If you're going in for a vocation and it is legitimate, it's a correct, it's all in the right way, it's morally, and your beliefs is not against your belief, and you're doing this thing with your whole heart, it doesn't matter what your neighbor believes or thinks about you. To be honest, there are certain things that when I pass and I'm seeing someone is being vocal about selling or about being involved in, I'm like, excuse me, why are you disturbing our peace? Because I'm not interested in that. But that doesn't matter. This person goes ahead and continues doing his business. It's his business. It's not going to stop him from doing that. And that's the approach we should all have to our vocation. You can't just be working or be doing something and then you're quiet about it. Then who is going to patronize you? Nobody.
No, it's not even patronage. Who will know you are selling
Nobody.
it? It's when they know they will patronize
True,
it.
true.
Nobody will even know you are selling it. But you know what? There are companies right now in the world, they don't need adverts.
True.
There are. They don't need adverts.
True.
But guess what? They still do it anyway.
True.
They still do it. There are things that are selling on their own. They are selling, whether the companies may not come out to say buy this or drink this or eat this. No, but there are people that they have sponsored. So when they are advertising what they are going to do, you see that product there. We need to be deliberate about our brands. Yes, you must have something you are doing. And not just have something you are doing, be vocal about it.
Be the brand ambassador.
It's free to have all these social media accounts. They're all free. Get it. strive to get followers. Do you know, sir? Now, they are paying people to buy followers. They are paying people to get views. They are paying people to do all of that. I'm like, okay, if Nigerians want to see that you have 2 million followers and then they believe you, if that is what it takes, go ahead. It's a business strategy. If they are buying from you, it's a business strategy. But you sit down and say, my business is not working, yet you are loading data of 5,000 in a month. What are you doing with the data? We are wasting money, young people especially.
Someone told me that she's tired of staying at home and no work, nothing, and all of that. But every day I see her online, and there are people that have come to me and say, "Okay, I see you post this product or this, and can I buy from you? And okay, can I just share the pictures? And then when people make orders, then I send it to you. You make it, and I give them. That's fine. I do that with." Like different people from different states.
Yeah,
these
they are
these
living
things
off
that
of your
people,
ideas.
Yes, these are people that they are not doing any work, but they are being like they get money. All they need to do is that okay, if this thing is going for 10,000, they just add 2,000 or they add 3, even 5,000 on it, depending on the environment that they find themselves, and they just make the order. I send. They actually sell it. Like there are a lot of people with their data. And like I said, to start business now, you don't even need There are businesses that you don't even need capital to start, as long as you have data. All I can do is that when this person, like you gave an example of a physical store, you have a guarantor. People give you goods, you go sell, bring their money for them. Today you can just share a picture of something that someone is selling.
Joyce, what is the idea behind WhatsApp business? Is to have a mobile store.
Yes.
It tells you can even have a catalog on that. People don't even explore all of that. You can have a catalog. You can even have a time to say that the business starts at 8 and it closes by. So who cares about where you are posting from? Nobody. All you need to do is have that WhatsApp, that WhatsApp business. Is it WhatsApp business? Call it business WhatsApp or business WhatsApp. Okay, if you have that, create a profile for your company. If you cannot, get somebody that will create it for you. If you don't know, call me. I'll create a profile for you for free. Yes, if you are watching, I'll create it for free. I just need to ask you the name of your brand. I need to ask you what you are selling. Just DM me. See the WhatsApp number there. DM me. I will send it to you. Then you will have it as a description, because some people want to know your description. And then when you are doing business, don't use your main line for the business. Get your business line. That way you can breathe. You can say that if I decide to close by 6 in the evening, that line will be turned off. And then I wake it up in the morning. So most people have dual SIM phones. But the other SIM is still the same thing as the first SIM. Why? Convert it into business. People are making money. See, there is nobody you see selling shoes that you just say, I like this. Can we meet and collect? They say, no, you have to send money first. They have to pay the person that has it. They are middlemen. Who cares?
They tell you it's strictly on pre-order.
Yes. That's the language.
It
That's
is
the
not
language.
they just go get the product and they sell to you.
And these days, I see what people do with WhatsApp. You can keep advertising. I cannot comment or make a post on your WhatsApp, but I keep seeing. So WhatsApp is now like a blog where you can keep sending things, and all the people that have subscribed to your WhatsApp, they will keep seeing it.
Yes.
If these things are simple, what are you doing online? Not learning how to make money.
Your career, nobody knows. Business, nobody.
All we know is
job,
can post this way and
knows.
snap. You can post that way. You can show that you have bought this. You can show that you have bought that. But you cannot let people. If you can convince us to like your shape, convince us to buy what you are selling. It should be that easy. I think if the show closes here, we have said what is important.
Yes.
Recently, I made a post. I said, anybody who does not support your hustle does not have a right to a dime from you. Joyce, I just made that post because of a few people in my life. I'm not the one that likes taking things to WhatsApp, but because of a few people in my life who are always after, can I have this? Can I have that? I am this. I am stranded. I am that. and then they don't patronize people's businesses.
Mhm.
One of them, after I made the post, asked me, he said, how do you support somebody that is hustling from a different city and you are in a different place? So when I finished with him, he just said thanks. Do you know what? I did not know that a lot of people munched that post, resent it, they shared it. Somebody even munched one of the biggest bloggers in Jos. He had it on his Facebook. Somebody munched it and forwarded it to me. Well, me, I sent it on WhatsApp. And I think about 400 or so people saw it on WhatsApp. His own has about 3,000 something comments. And I saw a celebrity on the plateau. She also munched that and posted on her WhatsApp. I did not know that when I made that post, there were several other people that have made the same post, not knowing I have posted.
In fact, on Monday here, when we were talking about planning for the year, I made a reference to that post. I was like, this morning you made this post.
Yes.
See, if you are vocal about what you do and people that claim to be your association are not aligning with that,
Joyce,
which
let me ask you a
pays your
question. Let me
bills.
ask you a question. You know, I know there are a lot of Equa TV staff who are into one or two things. They just don't like making it public, but they have their own customers already. But you sell stuff online. Do people beg you for money naturally, like friends? Did they ask you to send me 2K, 1K, and all of that? How many of these people have munched what you sell and have posted your phone number and have shared it on their status?
in fact, most of the people that do that are people that
Are not even close to you. They don't even beg. They
like
don't even
there was
beg.
a lady
they-
from Gombe that sent me a message and said, see, anytime you make post, tag me. I have people
From where again? I didn't hear.
she's from Gombe. eh? That anytime you make post about this thing, just tag me. Like, and anytime I tag her, there's somebody
That's how
that
we
wants
are.
to
That's
buy.
how we are.
Please,
Naturally.
please,
Three to beat one.
please, please.
Coincidentally.
She say tag me. These are people that mean well for you. Like, and anytime I do that, she goes to the comment section calling people and saying, see, come and see this or come and see that. See, 90%, or I can tell you 95% of the people that patronize what I sell, I don't know them.
No, you are not supposed to
I
know them
don't
because
even
that
know
is what
them.
social media does to
I
you.
don't.
Yeah.
Because out of only God knows, out of the 4, 5, 3,000 people that are following you, only God knows how many people know you personally. They don't care. They just check. Okay, from what I'm seeing, does it align with what I'm interested on? If yes, okay, let me just follow this lady. She seemed to be talking good. Some people are looking for people who talk nasty to follow them because that is what is appealing to their
To them,
senses.
yes.
You understand? So people don't have to know you. And the best part is when you do business with people who don't know you. People who know you are the ones that will take advantage of
See,
your
more
views.
interestingly is even how they just trust you, even with their phones without knowing you.
Yeah.
There's a lady that called me. She's in Canada, and she said, "This is what I do. I have a salon, and I want this. If you can just be making and sending, and how much will this cost?" I just told her, and she said, "Send your account number." She sent the money. That was last year, and like it got me thinking. There are a lot of people. Just think about it. That all the circle you have, you make a post about something you believe in, and then everybody shares it. Do you know what that means? I remember there was a time you were asking, Joyce, you do this. Are you still doing? And I said, no. Why? And I gave an excuse. Well, no. And you told me, no, you shouldn't. You should continue. Yes.
And yet I've not made anything reasonable from that business.
You said, no, you should continue. You see what I notice about, I'm using myself, for example, now, what I do. When I started, okay, I make a post about what I do, and then somebody patronizes, and I do the work, and I send, and I'm relaxed. As soon as I post, another person make order, and I make it like till I'm done before I make a post. And I met with someone, I went for a training on how that consistency is very important in business, whatever you do. You can't come out today and make a post and you just go extinct till after 2 weeks and come back. So people will forget you because there are a lot of options out there. So you have to be consistent. Every day you have to be in people's face. There are people that will say, oh, I want this. And then tomorrow you don't see your, you forget. In fact, I've seen it practically that when I make a post and then somebody say, oh, I want this. By next week I'll get, I don't need to go to the person's DM say, you say next week, oh, But when they see you post, how they just remember that, I'm supposed to get there. Can you just drop your account number, and then they are patronizing you. If you have business, hustle, job, career, you have to be vocal, and consistency is key. Apart from being consistent, value is also very important.
True.
That's why people can just say send your account number. They don't know you, but they can just send you money because they've seen value. That's why
how
people
I try
can
people.
travel.
Joyce, I try people who sell. If you are selling things 50,000, 20,000, I will just try the amount that even if it's gone, I won't be bothered. Because you don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know if I have money or I don't. So I'll just say, okay, I sent 3,000 to you. It's something that if it falls from my pocket, I might be paying for just a minute or two. So I'll just try you with that small money and see. And then there are certain people that will first of all call you. Did you just do a transfer? Yes, please, what's the name on the account? Then you tell them, okay, I just saw 3,000, confirmed. Okay, actually it takes 5 to 7 days. So between the 5th and the 7th day, you will see it. Some of them will even send you a text. Some of them will tell you there is a dispatch rider. He will call you, but this is his number. They will continue. Don't forget, Solo, that at that time they are dealing with you. They left a lot to talk to you.
Yes.
Because every customer, 1,000 naira customer is the same as 1 million naira customer. You don't leave the 1,000. And you see, that's one thing that I noticed with other countries. Other countries have become rich because they don't look at big businesses. They look at small scale businesses. 5,000, 10,000. That is how a country becomes rich. So if you are a governor and you are watching this show now, all this money that you are investing in big companies, they are swallowing your money up. Look at it this way. Great idea, trader money, but wrongly implemented. Or I should say politically implemented.
Yes.
Sir, the woman that is selling what you eat in your house, you don't even know. Because they don't import okra, they don't import, so you have to eat. You just eat, you don't know where they bought it. But that woman that is selling that okra, that tomatoes, they don't pay electricity bill. They don't pay anything. They just come out to the street and sell. They don't even have risk as such. So identify them in your state. Create a place for them in your state. Make it healthy. Don't let them just litter the streets selling. Relocate them. Even if they don't have money to pay for a spot, keep them there for a while. Then you bring money and give them. You tell them that every day, give government 100 naira. That's all. Every day, give government 100
And if
naira.
you are buying, go there and buy.
No, government, every person that is employed is a civil servant, is a political. That is where we will shop. Move your attention to these small businesses, sir. They will give you money you cannot imagine. Look at the tricycles we have on the plateau, for instance. How many are they? Let's say they are 20,000. If they give you 200 daily or 100 naira daily, how much is that?
Direct to government coffers.
Yes, sir. How much is that? But you know what? We neglect such ideas. We neglect such ideas. We prefer to invest in of course, entertainment has money, but we prefer to start looking for trillions. When, as a matter of fact, from that 2 billion that you are making from your revenue, you can be putting 500 million into small businesses every day, every month. So in 12 months, you'll be shocked how much you will make. You'll be shocked. But we just don't like paying attention to these small things. Okay, how many big companies are there in every state? Compared to the small businesses there are in every state.
They are packing up.
And the big companies are packing up, yes.
Do you know why banks are stealing your money?
Where you are sleeping.
No. Look at, they are stealing. So it's stealing, it's theft. And it's wrong. You are supposed to put money and see interest. But you put 1,000. The next thing you are seeing is 990 something naira. And they are crafty. they don't withdraw, they don't remove the money immediately until you make a withdrawal.
Yes.
Instead of 5,000 balance, you see 4,099. So if one kobo is removed from each account, do you know how much that is?
That's
The
huge.
reason why they remove this money is because they have diesel and it's going up every day. Their policy says that is 1 kobo per transaction. When fuel or diesel was 600 a liter, their policy is still saying 1 kobo per transaction when diesel is times 2 the amount. How do you think they will keep up? That is why we need to start thinking as a country. Not even as people doing business, as a country. But since we are talking about people doing business as individuals, sir, you don't even need that shop that you are renting. Do you have a house? Do you have a car? These are 2 good places to store whatever you are selling. People want to meet you wherever you are to collect, or you have these pass riders, you have this. Every day the world is thinking. Every day.
It's just unfortunate that people think I must have a big physical store. In fact, when I open a small one, they will look down on me. I need a big physical store. I must be in Abuja. I must be in the state
Joyce,
capital.
how much is average in Jos where we are now? How much is an average big store? How much?
I think 250, 300.
Okay. How much do you spend after getting that shop? You want to paint it your own taste. You want to brand it. You want to keep paying electricity. You have to pay all the bills. You have to employ a sales girl because you can't keep yourself all from morning to night. You have to keep a sales girl. Maybe you have a child you have to pick in school and you can't afford to lock that shop at that time. You have to get a sales girl. So it is important that people should start thinking. There's something I'm developing for Plateau. And when I'm done, I think people should say this is important because the world is developing every second. Every second, sir. Every business is looking for modalities on how they can transform their business to the next level. But unfortunately, a lot of people sit one place and not do anything about their trade. And then they expect that millions. Sir, you can spend 1 month posting and you don't have a comment, you don't have a like, you don't have a share. It does not mean people are not following.
They will change business. So
It doesn't mean people are not following. Keep up. Keep up. Because, sir, what is the difference? Not doing anything and not getting comments.
I think
If you can stay without making customers for that period of time, stay. It will come eventually.
True.
It will come.
it's just that people don't really believe in what they are doing, or let me say believe on themselves, because they feel what I'm doing is not really what people want. But you just sit down and ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I doing it because Prudence is sitting next to me? Then I've missed it. I've missed it.
Exactly.
Why am I doing what I'm doing? If I can sit down and define the reason why, then I don't see the reason why somebody should tell me to be vocal in the first place.
Exactly.
You carry that market on
carry
your
it.
head.
You take it personal.
Personal, yes. It's when you take it personal, that's when people will start identifying with you. And you see, people don't just believe what you believe, just like that.
Yeah.
You must give them reasons why they should believe you, why they should patronize you. So, and sometimes I would just sit down and say, man, Prudence is really doing well. Like she's hitting what she's doing. Maybe she's selling pepper. But I forget to ask myself, how did she start? And when did she start? Because that's the question you should ask. And how long has she been doing that? Then when you check the story and you see where she is now and what she's making, then you will know that even our God is a patient God. That's why it took him 6 days to finish the creation.
Process.
That's process. So me
Before making man.
yes, me just
And
seeing.
later thinking about a woman.
So me just thinking because
The
Prudence is
byproducts.
making now, I should just dive into it, even if I have
I'm
the
happy
capital.
that these byproducts are making this nation proud.
By stealing our money.
Stealing.
3 of you are making headlines for over a week. Please keep quiet.
For over how many weeks have we been talking about Funke? Look at, just when we're talking about life, throwing death at you.
He's solo done with his point.
Continue.
You want
Well, let
you want to praise women.
okay.
You want to praise women.
Let me pick it from that because
No, finish your point. Don't
no.
pick from-
The point you make, it
will
was
help
the
you.
angle I'm going.
It will help
you know,
with his point.
I made example of how Prudence started. I had people now, when they were talking about the same person that we are talking, now what kind of production was that? She was just disturbing people. The production was not even good. Look at how this is supposed to be. But she continues, sir, because she know what she wants and she believes in what she's doing. Now, everybody now is celebrating.
Everybody's posting.
Everybody is posting.
Do you know
So
the funny part?
you see what I'm saying?
I was reading what some people, they are good reviewers.
Yeah.
I was looking at how people were reviewing. I'm not asking you like this. What have you done for us?
What have people reviewed about your life?
About
You understand? For the past 30, 25, 50, 40, what have you done? You are a very destructive critics. You just sit down and wait for people to come up with an innovation or post their hustle or have been outspoken about
What did you say about comment? There's the association of comment people who comment. I think
Readers Association.
Readers Association.
You are not doing anything. Your own is to go online and see who is posting, who is doing. This person is disturbing us with this. They are paying their bills, so they are not addicted to any debt. They are paying their bills.
Recently, Joyce, I think I said it
Don't
on
look-
today's life. A comedian earns at least $300,000
At least
every month.
month.
300, at least 300, 350. That's like 300 million to 500 million every month from just
He
two
can borrow.
platforms.
He can borrow estate money.
You know-
no, from just two
Yes,
platforms.
yes.
YouTube
300
and
per
Facebook.
month. Yes.
YouTube and Facebook.
Hmm.
So if you are making that in a month, in
At
10
least.
months you have 3.5 billion
Hmm.
to 5 billion. As a comedian, all he needs is his phone and a few things.
I've had people say that. Don't mind them. See how they are doing. They are using this one to cover up.
Of course, it's fine. If you want to do Yahoo, go and do it. Make money. Let's celebrate you. If it's easy to do it, if it's easy to do it, sir, it takes intelligent people to do Yahoo.
Very
Yes,
outsmart.
Sir, it takes intelligent people to do Yahoo.
Yes, sir. You mentioned consistency.
Yeah.
It is very key because whether you are doing something positive or you're doing something negative and it's paying you, there's consistency involved.
Yesterday,
And you see, when you talk about work,
Mm.
you work two ways. It's either you work hard or you work smart. And in working hard, it may not really pay. That is why you see the Ndoko, these people that carry load in
if
the
it's
market.
by hard work, all
But-
of them
but-
would have been
Should
the
have been very
millionaires.
rich.
They've been the millionaires. But yesterday we met one. I said one story of somebody that do the deco that met somebody. So if you're working hard, definitely one day it will pay
It
you.
will pay
you.
You will meet someone that will just make you to just work smart at that moment to add to the
But
hard work
sometimes,
that you are
sometimes
doing.
the hard work is as a result of smart thinking. Because you cannot sit down, there's no smartness, there's no hardness, and you have tried to make ends meet.
So you
You
see
know-
the blend.
You know what is important and
Her
key for
first
us
point
to
was
all.
here.
That's
Let's
not-
listen to our first point on the
that's
show.
not my first point.
Okay,
Oh
second,
my
first and half. Second and half.
Okay, so but it is very important. We've been talking about consistency and believe me, even for pastors who don't even have the opportunity or who are not permitted to. He spoke about it earlier. Who are not allowed to do a vocation of some sort.
The way you're
Because
pulling yourself out of that point, like you're scared of something.
No, I'm not pulling myself. I'm actually I'm heading somewhere.
Okay.
So if you are persistent and consistent, some of these pastors, some of us, in fact, we already have things that we believe in and things that we have put our hands into doing. I know of one reverend who, and I'm saying I know of one reverend, he's very close though.
I know.
But he does this. He started it, it was, when he started it was just on a Monday. He sends like a message to everybody on his contacts. Now he has moved to his WhatsApp and he just sends this message. And for some people, that's what gets them working for the whole week, because that alone is something that would
Motivational.
motivate you to get up and do something. He started it out, and some people thought it was just he cannot keep it up.
Disturbing us.
He's just disturbing us. But as of today, some people would, if for instance they lose his contacts for a week or so, or he has not posted, or they've not seen it for a day or so, they will call him and ask, Reverend, what is happening? We did not see it.
I don't have data.
and it keeps people going, and that's one way of making his vocation known.
Yeah.
That's what he does, and this is how he's making it known to people. So the smallest thing that we can do, we have to do it.
We have to do it.
You
The
know,
smallest things we can do, we have to do it.
well, in being vocal about your craft, you should understand that consistency is key.
Yes.
Value is also key. No matter how vocal you are about what you do, if you don't give value, nobody will patronize you.
I'm sure we have up to like 30 minutes.
No.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Nobody will patronize you if you are vocal and you don't give value. You keep losing customers, you keep losing people that will believe in you. So as much as this thing pays you, it foots your bills, regardless of what people say. Just keep pushing, keep being vocal about it. This all, this how far we can go on today's edition. Time is not on our side. Thank you, my able and wonderful crew here, and then those behind the camera. Equa Executive, we're really grateful for this platform, and we thank our Equa Television supporters. We are grateful. Until we come your way tomorrow, same time with another great conversation. Enjoy the rest of the day.